A story of betrayal, spoken in fairy tale prose, by I. Henry. Book 3, The Story of Dortai. I was sitting at my window early one morning, staring out at the grass and the flowers, when all of a sudden a rabbit wandered over toward near where I was sitting. "Good morning, Princess," the rabbit said. Taken aback, I responded, "I have not used any magic this morning. How are you speaking with me right now?" "I have received magic from a tree fairy," the rabbit said. "My name is Owa." "Well, good morning, Owa. How can I help you?" "I come with a message, Princess. There is dark magic around you. Every evening when you drink your tea, you are being cursed with dark magic. So this evening, when you have dinner with your father, do not drink your tea. This message is to help you. Remember, once you do not drink the tea, you will be able to see the reality around you. You'll be able to see who those around you really are, including your father. Keep your wits about you, Princess. Do not let them know that you can see them until you get the information you are seeking. Ask your father, or the person who appears to be your father, or the evil that appears to be your father, where your real father actually is. Once you have that information, here is the phrase that you must say in order to get your father back and break the curse of the dark evil." "Wow, I don't know what to say," I said to Owa. "I will not drink this tea, but I cannot believe that my reality is not actually real, as you say. I will drink the tea and follow your instructions. What is the phrase you'd like me to say?" Owa told me the phrase and then went off on his way. "Thank you, Owa," I said as he was leaving. "Should your words be true, this will not be forgotten." As I sat in my window, I wondered what would happen if I did not drink my tea this evening. I went through my day as usual, and when dinner time came, my father and I alone sat at our table as usual. When one of our servers came and poured my tea, "Thank you," I said, but I did not drink the tea right away. Instead, I had a usual conversation with my father about this or that. By the end of the meal, he realized I did not drink my tea. "Do you not want your tea this evening, Dortai?" "Yes, I will drink it soon," I said. As I sat there with my father, continuing to have a conversation, I began to feel lightheaded. I began to notice things around me changing, as though I were looking through a mirror or a looking glass that was starting to become warped. All of a sudden, I saw a flash of red in my father's eyes. Now every witch knows that red eyes are the sign of a demon. Although I saw the red, I did not want my father, or my so-called father, to be aware that I'd seen this in his eyes. So I tried to keep talking as usual. Another server came in and said, "More tea, Your Highness?" "That tea is probably cold. Let me get you some fresh tea." Before she turned to leave, I saw another flash of red in her eyes. And as time had passed, before she brought back the tea, I could see my father's appearance beginning to change. His face was droopy, like wet glue. His eyes were turning red, completely burning bright. His teeth were becoming pointy, and I knew then that I was seeing a demon in front of me. My father, or this demon, realized at that moment that I was aware of what was going on around me. At that moment, we jumped up and began to fight. He spun around, he kicked, he punched. I blocked every kick and punch with everything I had. I used my magic to give me extra force. In the end, I threw this demon against the wall, who was now completely appearing to me in demon form, with my foot against his throat. "Where is my father?" I said. The demon laughed. "Your father is where you soon will be, to meet your end as well, princess." The demon laughed. "Where is my father?" I said, pushing even harder. Soon, his neck would snap, or he would choke. Either way, I would get the answer I was looking for. "Your father is in the land of the banished," he said. I used my magic to throw the table against the door should any more of this demon's friends decide to come join our battle. "You are lucky to have gotten this far," I told this demon. "But now, your luck is no more." I repeated the phrase that Owa had given me this morning. "Let each demon who speaks from both sides of its face return to the land of the banished and take my father's place." In an instant, the demon was gone. I looked around me, and suddenly in his place, my father appeared. My real father. I could see it in his eyes, which were no longer red. I lowered my foot and looked around me. I couldn't believe that today, finally, I was seeing my real reality. I could not believe that I'd been living a lie, because someone or something evil had decided to curse my life. This would be the last time I would look around with unclear eyes. "Father, are you okay?" I asked. "Yes. Thank you for rescuing me. We can talk later. Now, I'm just glad you're home," I said. "Finally, you're home." And with that, my father and I went over a long discussion of how he had ended up in the land of the banished and what had happened while he was there. I vowed to find whomever had done this to him and make sure that they would pay. Whomever had done this to us both. The end. Stay tuned for Book 4. Ane, Marae, and Dortai. They meet.